Golf Central on YouTube. Brought to you by the Rogue ST Woods and Irons from Callaway.
Hey there, I'm George Savarikis. Keegan Bradley for the second straight day with the low round of the day at the Wells Fargo Championship. Keegan in with a 3-under 67. How about that? 12 out of 14 fairways. Was driving it in the short stuff all day. And Bradley at 67, like I mentioned, low round of the day. So he is now at 8 under with a 2-shot lead going into the final round. Bradley speaking with our Rex Hogger.
Keegan, round of the day 67. You've shot a lot of really good rounds in your career, but given the conditions, how does that stack up?
It's up there. It really is, considering, I didn't have a ton of stress the whole day, which is rare on days like this, but I hit the ball great and I made those putts when I needed to, and that normally adds up to good things.
You mentioned your putting. Statistically, that seems like the key, not just this week, but the last few weeks. You've had some solid play. What have you found on the greens?
Yeah, I've worked a lot on my putting and my stroke and my green reading, and it's great to see it kind of coming together here, and I'm going to need it tomorrow.
You grew up in the Northeast. You played your college golf in the Northeast. What are the keys to playing when it's cold and wet like this?
When I'm playing like in this conditions, I find that I stay much more present because I'm so worried about staying dry, keeping my grips dry, and I find a sense of calm in it. It's strange. I was thinking that today, how I never was really that nervous. I'm sure that'll change tomorrow, but I grew up in this. I know how to play in it, so it's kind of fun.
To that point, does it almost help tomorrow for you, knowing that the conditions will be similar and you'll be right there in the mix?
Yeah, I enjoy playing golf where I'm hitting little shots. I'm hitting 7-iron from 140, kind of seeing a window where that ball needs to go in, and that's when I play my best.
Leaderboard as it stands through 54 holes at TPC Potomac. Keegan Bradley with that 2-shot lead over Max Homa and Anaban Lahiri. James Hahn in a tie for third. You work your way further down the list. The second best score that we saw on Saturday, Rory McIlroy with a 2-under 68. Rory, the defending champion. Different course, of course. Was played at Quail Hollow last year, but McIlroy just 6 back of the leader with 18 to go.
It was very good, especially after the start that I had. Bogeyed my first 2 holes and then played, 4 under from there in with, bogey free. So, yeah, it was a really, really good. It was a really, really good day. I felt like I could have been a couple lower. I hit the ball great on the front 9 there and just didn't convert any of the chances that I give myself. But overall, I can't be too disappointed. 2 under out there was a very good score.
When you bogey your first 2 holes, Rory, when you walked to 12, what's kind of your mindset?
I guess at that point I knew I had some chances coming in. Or coming up, I guess I should say. Maybe not 12, but I birdied 12, but certainly 13, 14, 16, all sort of, wedges in your hand, or, 14, the drivable par 4. So I just sort of, at that point, was just trying to get back to even par for the day. I did a little bit better than that. And then front 9, I feel like, has been the tougher 9 for me this week. I was even par on it on Thursday. I was 3 over on it yesterday. And then I was even par on it today. So just tried to hit fairways and hit greens on that side. Tried to keep it out of trouble. Got through the 4th hole a little better than I had done the last couple days. And I could have been a couple better on that side if I held some putts. But overall, it was a really solid day.
Hey, Rory, making a 7-footer on 18, the final hole yesterday, just to make the cut on the number. What's your thought process coming in today to kind of get yourself back into it?
Yeah, so I guess more just happy to be playing golf over the weekend. I think when you see conditions like this, you have to have a pretty upbeat attitude towards it. And for me, it was just grateful to be here. I didn't play great yesterday, but I was able to just hang in there and make that par on 18 and. The attitude was just happy to be here, and then just try to make the most of the next couple of days.
Rory, I think you'll go into tomorrow 6-shot back, but given how quickly things change today, is 6 shots not really 6 shots in these conditions?
No, 6 shots is still 6 shots. It depends what the weather's like tomorrow. I'd like it to be pretty tough. I know it's probably not going to be as wet. It's going to be quite cold. I don't know what the wind's going to be like, but I can't imagine tomorrow being any tougher than today was. So, you can't really chase much around here because it's a tough golf course. But like 6 shots is still a long way back. Like definitely, if you went on to data golf, I'm sure my percentage of winning wouldn't be too high at this point.
James Hahn with a 2 over 72, just hit 7 out of 18 greens, but was able to scramble, stay within 4 of the leader. Keegan Bradley, he spoke with Rex Hogger.
It's James, third round, 72, difficult conditions. They pointed out on the telecast you had 5 one-putts on your final 9 holes. How much of a grind was that?
The biggest grind that I've had in my life. I think on hole 13 was my first birdie putt in about 2 hours, and so I was kind of laughing about that. I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Haven't had one of these in a while, but yeah, it's one of those days where you're just trying to shoot the best possible score and grind it out. And we practice a lot of our short games and 5-footers, and that's kind of what helped out today.
What is your mindset when it's cold and wet in these conditions?
I love it. It brings me back to when I was growing up. To me, it feels like I'm home. Like I was thinking about a Batman of all things. Bane was born in the dark, molded in the dark, and that's kind of me. I was born in the rain. I love the rain, and everyone else just adopted it. And so I feel like I'm at peace here. I feel like I have more advantage in the rain the harder the conditions are.
When you look at the leaderboard right now, you're 4 strokes back. Does that make that big of a difference considering the conditions are going to be similar tomorrow?
4-stroke can be wiped out really easily on this golf course. It's not a pitch and putt. 4, 5, 6 strokes going into the last round, I feel like anybody can win. So I'm glad I'm only 4.
You won this event before on a different golf course, but is there any kind of familiarity?
No. I think the last time I came out here, I played well enough to make the cut, but kind of down by the bottom. But it's a new year, it's a new day. Tomorrow I get another opportunity to try to win the trophy.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks, Rex.
Jason Day struggled, man. He had a 3-shot lead coming into the 3rd round. The former world #1 barely breaks 80. A 9 over 79 day. You see ball striking issues, hitting just 8 greens as well. Look at the scoring average. You see was actually under par for round 1. And my, how things have changed the past couple days. Round 2, 2.5 shots over par today. 73.66. 3 shots plus over par at TPC Potomac at Avenel Farms. The Sunday forecast. 46 degrees at 10 a.m. You see it heating up a little to 48, 50 degrees. Middle of the afternoon, the wind consistently around 10 miles an hour. Going to be a challenging final round in Maryland for sure. Here's what you can catch on the Sunday schedule. Starts at 8 a.m. with the DP World Tour. Final round of the Betfred British Masters hosted by Danny Willett. Golf Central pregame at 12:30 Eastern Time. Teeing you up for the final round of the Wells Fargo Championship. Then the Champions Tour has the Mitsubishi Electric Classic, and we will put a bow on things at the end. And it's been one of those weeks on the PGA Tour where the winning score is going to wind up being likely single digits under par. 2-shot lead for Keegan Bradley. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.